Thanks for being with us. You're with the news. I'm Seher Zama. Making a start with breaking inputs on a slamming statement that is coming from the NGT, which is the National Green Tribunal. It has slammed the Art of Living for remarks that it made over the Yamuna damage. The NGT says AOL has no sense of responsibility. It has slammed Sri Ravi Shankar for stating that the NGT has behaved in a biased manner in sending out that statement against the Art of Living. Let's get in further details here. Our correspondent Abhimanyu with those inputs on what all has been stated there by the NGT and what this means for the argument that the Art of Living all along has maintained. We're going to be reconnecting with Abhimanyu on that. Let's get you more details on what the NGT says. It is in fact slammed the statement by Sri Ravi Shankar regarding alleged bias there in the NGT committee report on the damage to the Yamuna riverbed. The NGT says those remarks by Sri are shocking. How could he have possibly said that the NGT was biased? The NGT has asked that why such statements were made. It has also asked the petitioner in this case to file an application with details of the statement so that the court can take the issue on record. Remember, the NGT now clearly is taking strong exception to these remarks, wanting to try the AOL on the nature of remarks of alleged bias there that came in as well by Sri Ravi Shankar. Abhimanyu with those inputs on what this means for the Art of Living now being slammed on that remark as well.
Well, exactly. Certainly, the Art of Living has been slammed by the NGT regarding the statement which was made by Sri Ravi Shankar regarding the alleged bias in NGT's committee report on the damage to the Yamuna riverbed. It has been deemed as shocking by the NGT. Also, it has been asked why such statements were made in the first place. The petitioner has been asked to file an application with the details of the statement so that the court can take the same issue on record and proceed with the hearing thereafter. Earlier, of course, a statement was issued, which is being referred to right now, which had mentioned that the centre, the Delhi government and the NGT should be deemed responsible for the same. Also, the NGT has fixed 9th May as the next date of hearing in this case, which relates to alleged environmental degradation which took place in the Yamuna floodplains in the World Culture Festival, which was organized last year. The NGT, while hearing this case, had also observed that there was a lack of responsibility on the side of the council arguing the case. And, of course, questions were raised over what kind of liberties were being taken while giving such kind of arguments. So certainly scathing criticism as far as the bench of the NGT is concerned. 9th May is the next date of hearing. It remains to be seen what exactly would be filed by the petitioner as far as the on-record reply to the same statement goes. Also, how would the statement made by the Art of Living Foundation be considered in light of whatever comments and observations the NGT has given in the Also, how would the statement made by the Art of Living Foundation be considered in light of whatever comments and observations the NGT has given in the recent past regarding this case?
Right, Abhimanyu, we're seeing how this being the other aspect of this case, of that event that the Art of Living had held at that particular location of the Yamuna riverbed, which the NGT has continued to maintain has led to irreversible damage to the area. But this is the second aspect of this case now coming out in the NGT, making a strong note of the remarks that had come in from Sri Ravi Shankar and alleging that the NGT has continued to function on this case with absolute bias.
Well, exactly. The committee's report, which has been submitted, of course, it mentions certain damage which has been done to the Yamuna floodplain. Of course, when the event took place, the entire area was cleaned up, trees were pruned, grass was uprooted, and also several temporary structures were installed, which of course led to certain damage, of course, which was stated to a certain extent by the Art of Living. But of course, the committee has made scathing remarks as far as the damage to the area is concerned, with damage ranging from reversible to irreversible damages, which have indeed taken place on the floodplain.
All right.